Welcome back. Still an amazing days here in California and Silicon Valley. We've been talking very much about the open network APIs. And want to give a little bit different perspective here from the previous session. So SAP, and you're heading up the global innovation for the BTP platform and also the labs here in the US.
Right.
What were the things that we covered in your session today?
First of all, we covered about the great excitement from the Open Network API, right? And how it gives us two new things, new technical capabilities that you can bring to enterprise application and build new things, but also a new business model, leveraging all the great quality on demand features and location services. For us as the leading enterprise company, this gives much more growth option for both our customers and partners.
So how does this link to the way you develop like the data strategies and so on for the companies? Is this more data's input to that puzzle, or how would you describe that?
Oh, yeah, it's a great question. I think when you combine the Open Network API together with the Communication API, you get a new game turf for data, right? You can, first of all, send a lot of files and bandwidth together with the network, but of course, you can bring new services to life, like asset management or track and trace, because you have the location services, or the silence onboarding, which help you to bring a device or IoT things into life. This is really helpful to provide new type of scenarios and leverage data in a new way, especially when it's come to analytics and also AI, right? Now you can provide new capabilities like location-based models and provide new type of models which are very strongly if you combine the Communication API with the Network API.
So how easy is it for you and especially your customers? How easy is it to grasp this opportunity, what it can do? Is it straightforward, or do you have an education job to do?
So of course, first of all, we are now evaluating those Network API, and we have a great use case we are showing here and next week in Tech Connect, one of the biggest customer conference for SAP in Florida. And from our observation, what we learned so far, it's pretty awesome because it simplifies as a developer, right? The ability. You don't need to come and interact with the network. And if you come from the enterprise space, and we heard a lot about enterprise development in the session today, it just abstracts you like a treasure trove of options back to location, authentication, ability now to interact better in condensed places with the quality on demand. And this should provide an abstraction layer and simplification of this. And this is what we're very excited and looking forward for the next steps.
And if I asked you to take up your crystal ball and look out a little bit, who do you think will be first in adopting this and how it will be adopted?
I think any vendors regarding smart cities or smart countries, I think it's a great use case when you have utilities and you need to consume the analytics like oil and gas or electricity or water. I think this will be a great industry and use case that we already hear demand on. Alongside with what we heard a lot today, the entire transportation and supply chain, where location is a big thing, and you have tens of millions of assets and items running around. Remember, SAP is for large enterprise. You have a lot of inventory. So those capabilities like the location and the silence onboarding can provide a new paradigm for supply chain, asset management, and everything regarding these elements.
And in order to deliver these innovations, how do SAP and Ericsson work around these things?
Yeah, that's the fun part. So we start today with prototyping and evaluating use case that we show today. This is the art of the possible based on the exploration we do together, which is already very promising. Then we hope to move forward. This is what we plan toward next year, Mobile World Congress and other great events, into an alpha and beta level of services, where we release something that we can already scale. And hopefully, knock on wood, the big aspiration is already next year to go with something which is commercially available. We heard a lot about the business models and the commercial option we have. So we take it in this 3-step approach. We're in the exploration phase. We show what we are doing today and next week in Tech Connect Florida, all the way to alpha and beta services or scalable exploration with customers. And then maybe the general availability as soon as we can.
I think this is a really good note to end on and talk about what is it like collaborating around these kind of new things across different players in the industry. It's a fun thing. It's an exciting journey. And more on that theme to come down the road. Thank you very much.
Thank you.